Did you see those successful kids' nursery rhymes and kids' stories channel of YouTube? Those are Faceless YouTube channel, where they are uploading videos, not showing their faces. They just upload good kids' stories and nursery rhymes videos, yet they receiving lots of views. And from those views, they are earning a lot. And today, with the help of AI, you can also create beautiful 3D kids animation videos just like these. If you're planning to start a YouTube channel but you have no idea how to set up YouTube Studio, this tutorial is for you. In this video, I'll show you how to set up your YouTube channel from zero, explain the most important parts inside YouTube Studio, and finally show you how to properly upload and publish your first YouTube video. So even if you're a complete beginner, just follow these steps and your channel will be ready to go. This is actually part 2 of our Faceless channel tutorial series. Part 1 is already uploaded on my channel, and it's all about how to create a 3D animated video using AI. In that tutorial, I covered the complete process, from creating the story, generating the image scenes, and turning those images into animated videos. I also introduced 3 AI video generation tools that are very useful for creating 3D kids stories, animated content, and nursery rhymes. I also shared some useful techniques and tips for writing effective prompts to generate the animation for each scene. So if you haven't watched part 1 yet, I highly recommend checking it out first. It will help you understand the full content creation process and learn more about how to create engaging videos using AI. So if you want to learn more about how to set up and manage YouTube Studio properly, let's get started. Before we dive in, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos on animation making. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with your friends. First, let's locate YouTube Studio. Click your profile picture in the upper right corner of the screen. From the menu that appears, look for and select YouTube Studio to access your channel dashboard. So, this is what YouTube Studio looks like when you've just created a new channel. This is your main dashboard, where you can manage your videos, check your channel performance, and access your other YouTube settings. Before we change anything, let's quickly understand the important sections on the left side. The dashboard gives you a quick overview of your channel, recent videos, analytics, comments, subscribers, and important YouTube updates. The content section is where you manage your videos, shorts, live streams, posts, playlists. You'll spend a lot of time here because this is where you can edit your uploaded videos. Next is analytics. This is where you check how your channel and videos are performing. You can see things like views, watch time, subscribers, audience information, traffic sources, and other important statistics. There's also a trends section that can help you discover what viewers are searching for. The community section is where you can view, manage, and reply to comments from your viewers. The subtitles section allows you to add and manage captions and subtitles for your videos. The subtitles section is where you can add or manage captions for your videos. You can use it to add subtitles manually or upload a subtitle file, review and edit automatic captions generated by YouTube, provide subtitles in different languages to reach a wider audience. Next is content detection. This area is related to copyright and content detection tools available for your channel. This is the area where you could see someone is copying or reposting your content. I can say that YouTube has a very effective copyright detection system. I've been notified several times when someone reposts my videos, even when they only use a short portion of my content. The Earn section is where you'll find information about monetization and the YouTube Partner Program. The customization section is very important when setting up a new channel. We'll configure this later. And finally, Audio Library gives you access to music and sound effects that you can use in your content. At the bottom, you'll also find Settings, where we can configure several important channel options. Next, let's customize our YouTube channel and give it a professional look. Now click Customization. You'll mainly see sections for your Home tab and your profile. Let's start with the profile. Here you can upload your profile picture. Use a clear logo, character, or image that represents your channel. Your banner appears across the top of your YouTube channel. In my channel, this is my channel banner. Make sure the important text and graphics are positioned properly, so they also look good on mobile devices. To create your YouTube channel banner, you can use Canva, which offers plenty of ready-made templates with the correct banner dimensions. Simply choose a template you like and customize it with your own colors, images, text, and designs to match the theme of your channel. Once you've finished creating your channel banner, download the design from Canva and then upload it to your YouTube channel as your banner image. As you can see, I don't need to make any adjustments when applying my channel banner because the Canva template I chose already has the correct dimensions and is designed to display properly on TVs, desktops, mobile devices, and other screen sizes. Next, here is the channel name section. You can change your channel name up to twice within 14 days. However, once your channel is already established and recognized by your audience, I don't recommend changing the name unless there's a good reason, as it can affect your channel's identity and recognition. Next is your channel handle. Your handle is the unique name that identifies your channel on YouTube. It makes it easier for viewers to find, mention, and share your channel. When choosing a handle, try to keep it short, simple, and related to your channel name so your audience can easily remember it. If possible, use the same or a similar handle across your other social media platforms for consistent branding. Next is your channel description. This is where you briefly introduce your channel and tell viewers what kind of content they can expect. Keep it clear, simple, and relevant to your niche, and consider including important keywords related to your content so viewers can easily understand what your channel is about. Next is channel URL. This is the web address people can use to visit your YouTube channel. YouTube now uses your channel handle to create your unique URL. And in the ad links, you can add links to your website and other social media pages. The links can be displayed on your channel for viewers to access. Next, contact info. If you plan to work with brands, sponsors, or other creators, you can add a business email address here so they can easily contact you for collaboration or business inquiries. For privacy, it's better to use a dedicated business email rather than your personal email. Next is the video watermark. This allows you to add a small image, such as your channel logo or subscribe button, to your videos. It helps reinforce your branding and makes your content more recognizable. Once everything is ready, click Publish to save your channel customization. Then, let's go to our channel and take a look at the updated design and how everything comes together. Now that our channel is ready, it's time to upload our very first video. Let's go ahead and upload the video we just created. As I mentioned earlier, this is the second part of our tutorial, where we're learning how to make 3D animated videos for kids with AI as a faceless channel, as well as how to navigate and use YouTube Studio. I should upload the video we created in part 1 as the continuation of this tutorial. However, I won't be uploading it again here because part 1 has already been published as a separate video. Instead, I'll use a different video for this demonstration. This helps us avoid unnecessarily re-uploading the same content, especially since YouTube expects creators to provide original and valuable content rather than repeatedly publishing identical videos. So, instead of re-uploading the same video, I recreated the story. I reused a few clips from part 1, added some new clips, and made a few changes to the storyline. I also added some sound effects and background music to make the story more engaging and bring the scenes to life. Another difference is that part 1 uses character dialogue.
I've never seen anything like this.
While this version is presented as a narrated story.
Along the way, he walked past tall grass, colorful flowers, and giant mushrooms. Everything looked peaceful, and Marco felt excited.
And if you're wondering where I created the narration voice, I generated it using PopPop AI. PopPop AI is a free, web-based AI audio platform designed for creators, musicians, and educators. It's an AI-powered audio tool that can turn your written script into natural-sounding voiceovers. You can choose from different voices and languages and adjust the speed, pitch, and tone to match the style of your story. For a narrated 3D animated story like this, it's a simple way to create the voiceover without having to record your own voice. It also includes a vocal remover tool, which can separate vocals from background music or audio tracks. This can be useful when you want to create an instrumental version, remove vocals, or isolate the voice from a recording. They also have Vita 3D is your all-in-one platform for end-to-end 3D content creation. Generate detailed models from text or images, apply lifelike textures, auto-rig characters, generate animations from prompts, and capture realistic motion. To start creating your narration in PopPop AI, simply open the official PopPop AI website in your browser. I'll provide the direct link in the description box of this video. Once you're on the official PopPop AI website, click Start App and then go to AI Audio. You'll be directed to the text generator page where you can select text-to-speech. Next, go back to your story script and copy the first part of the narration. Paste it into PopPop AI, then choose the voice you want to use. There are plenty of voices available, so you can click on each one to preview how it sounds.
There are 4 gas giant planets in the solar system: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
There are 4 gas giant planets in the solar system.
There are 4 gas giant planets in the solar system.
There are 4 gas giant planets in the
There are 4 gas giant planets in the solar system.
There are 4 gas giant planets in the solar system.
Once you find the voice you like, simply select it. You can continue adding more lines from your narration script. You can generate up to 1,200 characters per generation. Once the narration is ready, download the audio file to your computer. Repeat the same process until you've generated the narration for the entire story. Now that I've explained how I recreated the video, let's move on to the next step, uploading the video to YouTube Studio. Now that our video is ready, let's upload it to YouTube Studio. First, go to YouTube Studio and from the dashboard, click the Create button in the upper right corner, then select Upload Videos. And a new window will appear. Click Select Files and choose the video you want to upload from your computer. Once the video is uploaded, YouTube will begin processing it. While it's processing, we can start filling in the important details. First, enter your video title. Make it clear, interesting, and relevant to your content. Your title should tell viewers exactly what they can expect from the video. For this video, I'll use the title, Marco and the Stormy Journey. Next, add your video description. This is where you can explain what your video is about and provide additional information for your viewers. You can also include relevant links, your social media accounts, affiliate links if applicable, and other resources mentioned in your video. Make sure the first few lines clearly describe your video because this is what viewers see before clicking Show More. I also like to add a few relevant hashtags at the end of my video description. Hashtags can help viewers discover related content, so I make sure to use hashtags that are directly related to my video, such as kids animation. Just remember to keep them relevant to your content and avoid adding too many unrelated hashtags. Next, let's add our custom thumbnail. Click Upload File under the thumbnail section and select the thumbnail you created. Choose an image that clearly represents your video and makes viewers curious enough to click. Next is the playlist section. If you already have a playlist related to your video, you can add the video to it here. Playlists are useful for organizing your content into categories and making it easier for viewers to find and watch more of your videos. If you have no playlist yet, create new playlist. YouTube will ask whether the video is made for kids. Choose the option that accurately describes your content. If your video is specifically created for children, select Yes, it's made for kids. Be honest and accurate when selecting your audience because this setting affects how YouTube handles your video. Next, YouTube may ask whether your video contains altered or synthetic content. If your video uses AI to generate realistic-looking content that could make viewers think a real person, place, or event was shown when it wasn't, you should answer accordingly. Next is the tags section. Here you can add keywords that are closely related to your video. Tags can help YouTube understand your content, especially if there are common misspellings or variations of your keywords. Next is the remixing section. This allows other creators to use parts of your video to create shorts or other remixed content. You can choose whether you want to allow or restrict remixing for your video. Choose the category that best matches your video. For our 3D animated kids story, select the category that most accurately represents the content, such as film and animation or entertainment. Next is the end screen section. An end screen appears during the final few seconds of your video and can encourage viewers to watch another video, subscribe to your channel, or explore your content. You can choose from different layouts and add elements such as another video, a playlist, or a subscribe button. For our channel, I recommend using the end screen to promote another related animated story and encourage viewers to subscribe. Once YouTube finishes checking your video and everything looks good, including the copyright checks, you're ready to publish. Go to Visibility, select Public, and then click Publish. Your video will now be live on your YouTube channel and available for viewers to watch.
Ryan looked.
Marco and the Stormy Journey.
Marco the ant packed a tiny leaf bag and stood at the edge of his colony. Today was a special day because he was going to visit his grandfather, who lived far away at the top of a hill. His grandfather's house was made of a giant mushroom and stood near a beautiful waterfall. Before leaving, Marco went to say goodbye to his best friend, Ryan. "Goodbye, Ryan," Marco said with a smile. "I'm going to my grandfather's house today." Ryan looked up at the sky and frowned a little. "Take care, Marco. According to the weather forecast today, a storm is coming. You should be careful on the way." Marco nodded. "Don't worry, I'll be careful." Ryan waved and said, "Good luck, my friend." Marco happily started his journey. Along the way, he walked past tall grass, colorful flowers, and giant mushrooms. Everything looked peaceful, and Marco felt excited. He imagined the stories his grandfather would tell and the delicious food waiting for him. But after a while, the sky began to darken. The wind started to blow harder, and the leaves shook all around him. "Oh no," Marco said, looking up. Ryan was right. Soon, the storm came. Rain poured down from the sky, and thunder rumbled loudly above. Marco looked around nervously. "I don't know where to go now," he whispered. "I'm lost." Just then, he heard a friendly voice nearby. "Hey there, are you all right?" Marco turned and saw Ripple, a cheerful water beetle floating in a little leaf boat. "My name is Marco," the ant said. "I was on my way to my grandfather's house, but the storm came and now I'm lost." Ripple smiled kindly. "Don't worry, Marco. I know this area very well. I can help you." "Really?" Marco asked, his eyes lighting up. Together, they traveled through the rain. Ripple paddled through puddles and little streams that the storm had made. They passed rocks, roots, and bending flowers. Even though the storm was strong, Ripple stayed calm and brave. After some time, the rain slowly stopped. The dark clouds moved away, and golden sunlight began to shine again. In the distance, Marco heard the sound of rushing water. Ripple pointed ahead. "Look, Marco, we're almost there." Marco looked up and gasped with joy. At the top of a hill stood a big mushroom house with warm, glowing windows. Beside it flowed a sparkling waterfall. "That's my grandfather's house," Marco cried happily. Ripple brought Marco safely to the path leading up the hill. Marco quickly climbed up and knocked on the round mushroom door. The door opened, and there stood his grandfather with a warm smile. "Marco, my boy," grandfather said. "I've been waiting for you." Marco hugged him tightly. "I got caught in the storm and lost my way, but Ripple helped me." Grandfather looked at Ripple and smiled. "Thank you, Ripple. You are a true friend." Ripple gave a little bow. "I'm just happy I could help." Marco turned to Ripple with a grateful heart. "Thank you for saving me and showing me the way." From that day on, Marco never forgot Ryan's warning, Ripple's kindness, and the lesson he learned on his journey. Even during the stormiest times, good friends can help lead you safely home.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Check out our other videos too.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Check out our other videos too.